Real Country 1430 AM and 107.3 FM WRDN. I'm Brian Winnekins, and joining us this morning is Michelle Larson. She's with the Mondovi Business Association, and we're going to talk about the 7th annual Shamrock Shuffle that's being hosted by the Mondovi Business Association March 17th from 5 until 8 p.m. And this is the 7th annual, by the way. And Michelle, thanks for joining us today. Well, first, I guess, tell us, for those that are totally unfamiliar with this, what's going to be happening with the Shamrock Shuffle? What's the premise behind it? I know it's St. Patrick's Day, but what's the premise behind it?
Right. Well, thank you for having me, Brian. We really appreciate it. So this is, like you said, our 7th annual Shamrock Shuffle. We started it as kind of a fundraiser for the Mondovi Business Association to help raise funds to support our local businesses. So one of the things that we've done over the years is we added speakers downtown, some signage and different things like that to promote people going to our downtown businesses. So that's what this is all about. It's trying to drive business to our business association members, specifically those that are downtown. You know, some of us don't actually have downtown businesses, but you know what? If Mondovi is growing and developing, it's good for all of us, right? So Shamrock Shuffle is just a fun night, and most of the businesses on the main drag there on Eau Claire Street keep their doors open, and people can come in, see what's there. We have raffle baskets that will be going on the whole time. So you can buy those 50/50 raffle tickets, all that kind of fun stuff. And again, this year it actually lands on St. Patrick's Day, so it's even better to get out and enjoy it. What else are you going to do? Come on downtown Mondovi and enjoy that. So they'll be doing that. We also have special mugs that you can get with beads, and we'll do your first fill up of beer. If you want beer, or root beer if you'd like that too, we can do that. Your first fill up is part of that. And then we'll also get you entered into, this year we're doing something completely different. We're going to be doing a scavenger hunt. So that's a little bit different. We haven't done that in the past. It's going to be a photo scavenger hunt, which will make it a little bit easier. So we'll be able to upload the photos, see what everyone's doing around town. And again, just trying to get people into our local businesses and seeing what Mondovi is all about.
Now, you mentioned the scavenger hunt. It's going to be, okay, you have to go find Michelle. Where's Michelle at? And here's a hint. There's pigs here.
Yeah, so we're gonna have like a list. Yeah, we'll have a list of things, something where they need to go, what they need to do. And most of them obviously will be visiting our local shops in some way. So whether it's going into the locker room and getting a picture with our Shamrock Shuffle shirt that they produce for us every year, or going into Buzz's or Gumby's or any of the bars downtown and getting a picture with a bartender, or finding one of our fearless police officers in town and getting a picture with them. They'll be out and about, I'm sure. So, or even a picture with the mayor or something to that effect. So we're still trying to put that all together to figure out the exact details, but we'll also have something for those that don't use technology as much, because this will be an app that you'll have to upload the pictures through this app. So we'll also have a card that people can fill out and get entered into as well, because not everyone's into using their phones to do that stuff.
That would be this old guy right here. Thank you very much. Yeah, another app. Oh, I have a hard enough time turning my phone on.
That's what we were talking about in the meeting. We're like, okay, there's some people that come, they love doing it and they love visiting the local businesses, but they're just not going to take the pictures and do that kind of thing and upload it. So we want everyone to feel comfortable participating and being a part of the Shamrock Shuffle.
Talking with Michelle Larson. She's with the Mondovi Business Association as we chat about the 7th annual Shamrock Shuffle, March 17th from 5 to 8 p.m. That's going to be in downtown Mondovi. And Michelle, you mentioned the fundraiser part of this. What are some of the things that the Business Association does throughout the year?
Yeah, so one of the things, my favorite thing, because I have a kiddo, is we do Santa Saturday. So we have a Santa down at Mirror Lake, and the kids get to meet with him. We have cookies and drinks and all that kind of stuff for them. So it's just kind of a nice thing. We do that for them. We also have the parade that evening as part of Santa Saturday. Coming up in a month, a little over a month, Easter, the Saturday before Easter, we'll be doing an Easter egg hunt. So that's one of the big things that we do. You know, you live in Durand is a small town, Mondovi is a small town. We're all about community and coming together. And so anything that we can do to support our families. This last year, we actually bought Christmas trees for some of the local families and the decorations for their house for families that couldn't do that. So we were able to help them, and we have some ideas for that. But the other thing is trying to get business is hard. We were, talking about this before we went on air. Everything's getting more expensive, and it's not our small business's fault that they have to charge more or whatever it might be. We just want to encourage them to get in there. So if we can help advertise through the business association to get people to their businesses, that's what we're going to do. So this next year, one of our projects is creating more signage around town. Like we'll have signage on the ATV and snowmobile trail. So when you come into town, if you're not from this area, you're like, okay, where can I go get a burger? Or where can I get gas? We're going to have signs pointing for that, which we haven't had in the past. The other thing is if you come into the town for the fair, you're like at the fair, you're like, okay, what else is in Mondovi? What, besides the fairgrounds, we're going to have some signage and things like that to help the community know where to go and, where to get a few different things. Sometimes, you gotta just showcase our local businesses in some way. And that's how we're going to do it. We did add, like, I think I mentioned, we added some downtown speakers. And we also have lights up on our buildings too. Just kind of adding a little touch to our downtown as well.
Talking with Michelle Larson with the Mondovi Business Association. So Michelle, for the Shamrock Shuffle, do you need volunteers to help out with some of the events?
We always need volunteers to help out with the events. So if anyone's interested in helping us, please just contact us through our Facebook page. It's Mondovi Business Association. Otherwise, that's probably the best way to get a hold of us. You can feel free to reach out to me as well. Or Tessa Harmon, she is at Buzzes or MH Smith Insurance. We can get set up with that. But the biggest thing is come and enjoy yourself. Come and fun. If you've never been to Mondovi, come experience it. It has that real small town feel. Everyone just wants to invite you in and make sure you enjoy it. So the event does go from 5 to 8. That's when we'll be selling our raffle tickets and our mugs and all that kind of stuff. But I will tell you, it's St. Patrick's Day, and our restaurants and bars will be open later than that. So if you want to come and enjoy dinner or whatever, or a couple Guinnesses or whatever you would like, make sure you do that. And they'll be open, I'm sure, until bar close. So, but they just want you to come, be safe as well. So make sure you have a ride home, or I don't think we really have Ubers there, but make sure you have a ride home that night, or make sure you're planning to stay in town somewhere. But we want to make sure that everyone comes and has a great time.
And finally, if there are folks that want to be a member, one, do they have to own a business, or can they just be a resident and want to be a member? And how can they become members?
So the easiest way to become members, obviously, is follow us on Facebook or Instagram, and see what's kind of happening there. That's how you can become a member. On our we have a QR code too that I will make sure you have too, that people can just go and sign up that way. It's membership is $75 for a year. You don't have to technically have a business, but so if you're selling a small, whether it be nail business or some kind of marketing business in some way, you can definitely still be involved in the business association. That's the other thing I want to encourage people to. You don't have to have a big business to be involved with Shamrock Shuffle. If you want to put together a raffle basket or something like that to help us raise funds, it'd be much appreciated. So yeah, it's super easy to get involved with Shamrock Shuffle and the Mondovi Business Association. Like I said, everything's on social media. I'm the person that's putting everything out there for that. So if you have questions, please reach out to me. I'm happy to help you with that. And I'm going to give you our email address too, so that you guys can get a hold of us that way. It's info mbawi@gmail.com. So just send us any questions you might have, and we'll be happy to get you engaged and involved with us.
That is Michelle Larson. She's with the Mondovi Business Association. Again, the 7th annual Shamrock Shuffle coming up on March 17th from 5 to 8 in downtown Mondovi. You're listening to WRDN.